It's good to have you join us on AD4TV Radio News Update, coming to you live from Abuja, Nigeria's federal capital. I am Merciful Ajinomo. The Minister of Finance, Budget and National Planning in Nigeria, Zainab Ahmed, this Friday said the federal government has so far released 285 billion naira for the 2020 capital project and has paid the counterpart funding of $220 million to the China Export-Import Bank for railway project. She explained that the Presidential Committee has been tasked to ensure that the business of the government continues despite the disease effect on the economy, adding that the 285 billion naira released on capital project is for critical infrastructure. The governor of Imo State, Hope Uzodinma, at a ceremony in Owerri, southeast Nigeria, this Friday, sworn in Justice Ijoma Agugwa as the first female judge in the state, resolving to make the state judiciary one of the best in the country. Uzodinma reassured that the judiciary will enjoy full autonomy as enshrined in the constitution under his watch. He also congratulated the acting chief judge on her appointment and urged her to improve on all her immediate predecessor put in place and drive new ideas that will take the state judiciary to greater heights. Malawian President Peter Mutharika has dissolved his cabinet and transferred all ministerial powers, functions and responsibilities to the presidency. In a statement by the Chief Secretary to the government, Lord Muhara confirmed the president's new arrangement, which comes in the run-up to the May 19th rerun of presidential polls that were annulled in February. The office of the president and cabinet, however, charged all members of the dissolved cabinet to consult the Chief Secretary to the government for appropriate administrative arrangements. Malaysia Inspector General of Police Abdul Hamid Bado denied allegations that former Finance Minister Lim Guan Son has been detained in Singapore. Chinese language newspaper Nanyang Sangpao reported that a child of a senior Pakistan Harapan leader had allegedly been nabbed after he attempted to take $660,000 into Singapore without proper verification. Newsmail later quoted the Nanyang article and alleged that the young man involved was Mr. Lim San. The Inspector General of Police, clearing the air, said Mr. Lim's son is in Singapore, but he has not been arrested or detained by the Malaysian authorities, adding that they will investigate who is spreading such fake news and will get to the bottom of the matter. In talking health, the Director General of the National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, Professor Mojisola Adeyeye, this Friday in Abuja, Nigeria, said that local manufacturing of drugs will facilitate Nigeria's achievement of universal health coverage. She stressed the need to encourage local manufacturing of drugs and food to safeguard the health of Nigerians, adding that the National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control is already building internal capacity to enable it to play vital roles in the achievement of universal health coverage. The Nigeria Minister of Health, Dr. Osagi Ehanire, and his Lagos State Commissioner for Health, Professor Akin Abayomi, said things are looking up for the country in the fight to stop the spread of coronavirus. In separate press conferences held in Abuja and Lagos respectively, Ehanire and Abayomi indicated that the index case, an Italian visitor to Nigeria discovered about 2 weeks ago, is now in good health, while the second case of a Nigerian who had contact with him in Ewokoro, Ogun State, has now tested negative to the virus and would be discharged soon, adding that the 179 patients who had contact with the index case and were isolated for more than the mandatory 14 days with no symptom of the virus have also been released. In a related development, a newborn baby in England, United Kingdom, has become the world's youngest victim to test positive to coronavirus. According to reports, the child's mother was rushed to the hospital days ago with suspected pneumonia, tested positive to the virus after the birth. The pair are being treated at separate hospitals as the mother's condition is understood to be worse than the baby's. And the spokesperson to the United Nations Secretary, Stephanie Dujarric, announced the cancellation of all its side events at the New York headquarters as part of measures to protect its staff and delegates against the coronavirus pandemic. He said that the Secretary General cancelled all United Nations system-sponsored side events at the headquarters from March 16 until the end of April, while adding that the United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres will be communicating with member states to update them on the measures the United Nations has undertaken to mitigate the impact of the coronavirus outbreak. You're watching AD4TV Radio News Update. We'll go on a short break now. Up next, Turkey closes borders to 9 European countries over coronavirus. Sudan, Guinea record first cases of coronavirus. Nigerian basketball coaches call for support. More stories when we return. To stay.
AD4TV Radio, with focus on education with emphasis on research and innovation, science and technology, women and girl child education, children, health, youth and sports, socio-political and economic reforms, security, environment, entrepreneurship and entertainment. Will give you information at your fingertips. Learn on the go. Follow AD4TV Radio on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram and YouTube. AD4TV Radio, reliable and credible.
We love you, AD4TV Radio.
Many thanks for staying. The Interior Ministry of Turkey this Saturday in a statement banned entry of travelers from 9 European countries in a bid to stem the spread of the coronavirus. According to the statement, all border gates are closed to passengers coming from Austria, Belgium, Denmark, France, Germany, Norway, the Netherlands, Spain and Sweden starting this Saturday. However, citizens of these countries are allowed to leave Turkey, while other third country citizens who have been in these 9 countries over the past 14 days are not allowed to enter Turkey. In the same vein, Sudan and Guinea have recorded cases of the coronavirus pandemic, bringing the number of African countries infected by the virus to 16. The Guinean case is of a Belgian national who is an employee of the European Union delegation in the country. The patient had self-isolated after she fell ill on return to Guinea from Europe. Meanwhile, health authorities in Sudan also confirmed that a diseased man in his 50s had coronavirus, making it the first case and first death for the country. The patient died this Thursday in the capital, Khartoum. The death is overall the 4th in Africa. Still talking coronavirus, Philippines Health Assistant Secretary Maria Rosario this Saturday reported an additional 34 confirmed coronavirus cases, bringing all cases in the country to a total of 98, ahead of the implementation of quarantine measures in the country's capital, Manila. According to her, the report marked the largest single-day increase of confirmed cases in the Southeast Asian nation, which has recorded 8 coronavirus deaths. Maria added that details of the new cases are being validated and authorities are verifying reports of additional cases. Now talking sport, basketball, a game played between 2 teams of 5 players in which goals are scored by throwing a ball through a netted hoop fixed at each end of the court, is loved and played by many across the world. However, according to some people in Nigeria, the game has not recorded much attention like football. AD4TV radio correspondent sought the views of basketball coaches and players in Abuja on the way forward. And here's the report.
The basketball game, which is played and celebrated across the globe, to most Nigerians has not attracted much attention in Nigeria like football. In a bid to know the cause, some basketball coaches in Abuja, Nigeria expressed their views on the state of basketball in Nigeria and the way forward on basketball in the country.
Right now, basketball is actually the second most popular game in Nigeria. If you look at this, where we are right now, there's about 4 courts, but they still need to work on the nets. They still need to, make the place conducive for the game. One of the things that I think is also important to have is maybe a sneakers factory in Nigeria, so that way people can buy affordable sneakers.
Basketball is a game that has a lot of activities, that's rudiment inside it. There is a lot of good rules that guide basketball. The thing I think they should put in place, like we go to the grassroots by going to our schools. Most of our schools, especially government schools, if they have basketball court, we will have more players than what we have now.
Well, here in Nigeria, the only measure that needs to be taken is just still support and sponsorship. Yeah, we need more funding, like the MBBF. They need more funds to sponsor basketball, to play more games.
Some basketball players also shared their opinions on why they took a career in basketball and their plans for it in the future.
Basketball is a game of emotions. It's a game of creativity. You notice we play with our full body. When you play basketball, you engage your full body. I hope I'll be able to make the Nigerian team. That's something I'm looking forward to.
Basketball has actually been my passion since I was in secondary school. I've been watching the NBA for a long time now. During my years watching the NBA, I aspired to be like those players. So I started working towards it from my secondary school, and now that was what has brought me down here.
Alex Emmanuel reporting for AD4TV Radio, Abuja.
On a lighter mood, according to research, flossing your teeth can help your memory. Flossing prevents gum disease, which prevents stiff blood vessels that causes memory issues. Please share your thoughts with us on our social media handles at AD4TV Radio on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn and Instagram. That's it on AD4TV Radio News Update, coming to you live from Abuja, Nigeria's federal capital. You can join the conversation on our website www.ad4tvradio.com. Please like and subscribe to our YouTube page at AD4TV Radio. Many thanks for watching. I am Merciful Ajinomo.